Hey everyone! Welcome to Community Technical Assistance Career Exploration. Today we will be discussing a career. When I grow up, I want to be, Some of you may still be wondering what you want to be when you grow up, but that's okay. We're here to help. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit the red button below in order to stay up to date with our new content.
Wow, that last video was so cool. But what career was that? Let's think about it. Well, that was a chemistry teacher. Before learning more about chemistry teachers, please read through these 3 pre-discussion questions and choose the answer that you think is correct.
Miss Alston, can you start by first introducing yourself?
Hello, everyone. I am Cheryl Alston. I am a retired chemistry teacher, eventually ending up as a complete science teacher. In fact, I taught it all, every science that was offered at the high school. And as I said before, I am retired. Whether that means don't work anymore, I'm not sure, because I have a 3-acre garden. And all that chemistry that I had imparted, hopefully, I put into action. And I want young people, when getting a chance, to come visit so they too could see what the chemistry can be about in this world today.
And why did you decide to become a chemistry teacher?
Well, chemistry has been in my blood and my DNA for a long, long time. And my curiosity to find out just what things are made of, and then how do you make them, you see? That was the question. And that meant I had to find out the science that would choose to give me that information. And chemistry truly is just that. Believe it or not, chemistry is everywhere in everything. So if you use chemistry as a base, you can just go, any way you choose.
And can you describe the typical day of a chemistry teacher?
Well, I had to go back and since I've been retired about 10 years or more, I had to go back and figure out now just what did I do each day, because each day was so very different. And oftentimes those things that really worked with students, I didn't really physically document, but I had to mentally document those things that worked. The best thing I found was to start the day with a super experiment. You know, kids are often impressed if they see something blow up, see some smoke, or see something catch on fire, those kinds of things. And you mix stuff and get color changes and all like that. So usually I would do an experiment for a hook for the class to begin. And with that experiment, I could go into the detailed subject matter. And then they would be pretty much interested in finding out, well, how in the world did that happen? What did you do? What did you use? How did you use it? How much did you use? So those were the things that would go on. And observation was very, very, very critical. Students had to have a keen eye to see the smallest detail. And when doing so, they would be able to get a better understanding. Because if you don't watch carefully, you really will miss something that happened. So observation was good. But then they also had to learn to document what they saw. And when documenting all the observations, I would make sure I give them a format to follow. They would always keep a notebook, and this notebook would have all the detailed information. So as we move from one topic to the next, they would have a complete journal, so to speak, at the end of the class, at the end of the course. And when it came time for testing, they had everything in their hand. So that worked pretty good.
And as an experienced educator, what is one piece of advice you would like to share with the students?
Well, I have a few pieces here, so I'm going to see how fast I can say these few pieces. They need to be able to read for understanding. Reading is critical. Critical thinking skills are most important as well. Follow directions. Don't do any more than you've been told to do. And ask related questions all the time. Question. And make sure you are aware of your surroundings at all times.
Thank you so much for speaking with us today, Ms. Alston.
Oh, it's been my wonderful privilege to be able to say something that will be given to students. I really do miss being with students. That had been part of my life that I do cherish quite a bit. And to have this opportunity to offer some insight again is just wonderful. And thank you so much for the opportunity.
It was so great to hear from Miss Alston. I wish I had a chemistry teacher like her when I was in high school. Now let's review the duties and responsibilities of chemistry teachers. They inspire students to explore chemistry, teach students to make observations, collect and record data, as well as draw conclusions based on the experiments they are performing. They prepare and deliver lessons, educate students on lab safety, and prepare students for science fairs. I'm sure we've all participated in some science fairs and maybe have made a volcano or two here or there and have received some help from our chemistry teacher. Now let's review their work environment. They work in schools, specifically in the science classroom, and some may work in labs where they're showing students how to perform different experiments. The salary range for a chemistry teacher can range from $37,000 to $67,000. Now, who wants to become a chemistry teacher and maybe even do that experiment we saw in the first video where the chemistry teacher was setting their hand on fire without burning themselves? That's so cool. Well, let's view how to make your dream of becoming a chemistry teacher a reality. Well, first you must graduate from elementary school, followed by middle school, followed by high school, then go on to college for 4 years, where most earn a bachelor's degree in chemistry. Then complete a student teaching experience where student teachers are paired with experienced teachers and learn how to work in the classroom environment. Then you must pass the teacher certification test in chemistry, and then you can become a chemistry teacher. Now let's review the education of Miss Alston. She went to A&T State University and was a chemistry major there. She then went on to do some research and then went to the National Institute of Health, where she specifically worked in the Institute of Allergies and Infectious Disease, and then became a chemistry teacher at John F. Kennedy High School in Virginia, and then went on to become a chemistry teacher as well as an advanced placement chemistry teacher at Goldsboro High School.
Now that you know so much more about chemistry teachers, please review these 3 post-discussion questions and select the answer that you think is correct. Now let's review these 3 post-discussion questions. Question number 1. Where do chemistry teachers work? The answer is B, in a science classroom. A is incorrect because chemistry teachers do not work in hospitals, and C is incorrect because chemistry teachers do not work in banks. Question number 2. What degree do chemistry teachers often earn in college? The answer is B, bachelor's in chemistry. Chemistry teachers do not earn bachelor's in math. A math teacher may earn that degree, and they often do not earn bachelor's in engineering. Question number 3. Which of the following is a responsibility of a chemistry teacher? The answer is D, A and C. Chemistry teachers inspire students to explore chemistry, as well as prepare students for science fairs. They do not help students with art projects. Remember, those would be the art teachers.
I want to thank you. you've given me the opportunity to not really be in the classroom again, but yeah, sort of be in the classroom again. And that's just makes me feel wonderfully well today. In fact, CTA, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you all for watching CTA's Career Exploration Series on chemistry teachers. Please register for CTA's Global Scholars Program at the link provided on the page and send us an email to info@cta-us.com and tell us how our career exploration has impacted you. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to remain up to date on new content from our Career Exploration Series.